Hello there and welcome to my walkthrough of this instrumental which I made yesterday. It's also out on BeatStars, so check the description if you want to buy it. Let's just listen to it. Yes, I should probably have upped my buffer rate before I started this video, but whatever, I can just quickly go ahead and do that. There we go. So as you could hear, it's a very chill, acoustic indie rock instrumental, and some of you are probably wondering where are the drums. I could hear drums. It's the plugin Superior Drummer, which is this plugin right here, which is the plugin I mainly use for drums, and I just program the drums in here. Well, let's start off by the guitar. So there's two variations of the acoustic guitar. There's the muted. Oh yeah, I should probably also mute the drums. And then there's the open. I just didn't mute the drums at all. Well, that's weird. There we go. Alright, everything you're hearing right now is mixed, but I'll also go through the mixing. Right now we're just going through the instrumentation. Here there's a organ that just plays the same chord through the whole song. As you can hear, it's the exact same chord through the whole song. The reason I do this is just because it's really not, it's very quiet, so it just adds some value, some more interesting properties to the track. I think I actually was inspired to do this by another indie artist called Dayglow. If you watch his walkthroughs of his own music, you'll notice that he also does this just with a guitar usually, but that's mainly where I got the inspiration to do this. Yes, so together it sounds like this. Alright, then there's also a bass in the chorus, which supplements the whole track like this. Yes, I hope I hit the notes there, if not that would be kinda awkward. And then there's a synth here. Yes, and it's not layered or anything. And then there's my extremely bad solo, which I played on my guitar. So yeah, and then there's electric guitar here. Which sounds incredibly good with everything here, like yeah, very nice. And then of course we just add the drums back in. Oh my god, that's so vibey. So for the mixing part, it's actually very simple. If we just start by muting, disabling everything, so it sounds like this unmixed. Probably one of the best tips I ever got was if your music doesn't sound good unmixed, it probably won't be a masterpiece mixed. So think about that when you're making music. Make sure that it at least sounds okay when not mixed. Yeah, that's especially my experience. Well, yeah. So if we just add the acoustic, if that's what we focus on right now, without. Oh, and I also I like to pan instruments, so to make it more open. Sometimes I for example take an electric guitar and pan it 100% to the right, and then have another guitar on the left with other chords, or a piano or something, because I think that really supplements the track. It's something I learned from one of my favorite bands, The Strokes. I was listening to them on my way home from work, and I was just like, damn, I never noticed that. That's so cool. That they like pan instruments 100% left, 100% right. So yeah, that's something you could try out, experiment with. I didn't do it on this track though. I just panned 50% left right. Yeah. So if we look at the plugins, I just have CLA Mix Hub, and then there's the preset Acoustic 2. I think it sounds incredibly good just as is. And then the CLA Guitars Stereo, and that's also just the preset Acoustic Shrunken. So yeah, honestly, It's very effortless mixing. Then let's go to the electric guitar. If I just do this, it sounds like, oh yes, that's right, we should probably go to the part where it is, like this, unmixed, and then like this, mixed, so it's not that different. I could probably have EQ'd it better to be honest, but yeah, let's just forget about that. So again, just mix up heavy guitar 2, and then CLA guitars, electric, light them up. The bass, again, just CLA mix up bass DI2, and CLA bass, and that's just the clean preset. For the solo, I used the GTR amp stereo, the preset big drive, and then CLA guitars. And then I also stereo widened it a bit with this right here, just a little bit, not too much. The organ, this one, so I just took an EQ, I cut a lot of the unneeded stuff here. Then I again use CLA mix-up, just the preset organ, funny enough. And then I used JJP strings keys stereo, which is just a preset low strings. And I think that sounds amazing. So you don't really have to be a professional mixer to get great results. The synth sounds like this, unmixed, and then like this. Again, just CLA mix up, keys white, and then shapes parallel particles keys, which gives it a little more punch. So yeah, and then the drums, CLA mix up drum bass, and then well phaser J37, and then sausage fatna, just a little bit, and for comparison with nothing, with CLA, with J37, and then with sausage fatna. Yeah, so that's basically the whole mixing process right there. Yeah, so if we take a look at the acoustic guitar for itself, I used the Kontakt library strummed acoustic 2, and it's very simple, just chords, and then muted, and then it switched to open and muted, open and muted. So it's a very simple riff. I will go more into details with these plugins in another video where I create a instrumental from scratch, and then the electric guitar, that's Shreddage free Jupiter, and the preset Jupiter Modern Metal 4, and then I added for multi-tracking. And that's basically all I changed, I think. Yeah, and then the MIDI is just this. And then I set it to the power chords. As you can see, power chord mute. And then I can really walk you through this one. The bass is Abyss, Shreddage free Abyss. Again, for a multi-tracking. and then it's staccato. And then I did this where before the guitar goes to the next chord, the bass just jumps up and like makes you ready for the next chord, I guess. Yes, and then the drums, again, it's still Superior Drummer. I just went into the grooves here, and I went under, I think it was, I don't remember, probably Alt Independent or something, then here, and then I think it was just one day, and then I found some verses and whatever I liked, and then I double click on them, and then I choose all playing drums, and then I change the velocity so it matches the power of the song at that moment. And then I used the grid editor to change some of the MIDI, and then I also just made a very simple ending here, which is just right click, add empty MIDI block, and then double click on it, grid editor, and then I just added a kick, snare, and cymbal at the same time, so it sounds like this. Very simple. Which you can hear if we listen to the song here at the end. So yeah, that just gives the very, very nice vibe at the end. Man, that's so stupid. And then I used Massive X for the organ, one chord, and that's also just one of the factory presets, and organ, and then the orb. That's probably my favorite organ sound. And then the synth is another massive, and that's also just piano/keys, and then 80s essential. So yeah, that's basically this track. It's not very advanced, it's very simple, but yet it sounds so darn professional. Yeah, I hope this video helped you out. If not, well, too bad. Have a nice day.